Good evening, my friends, and welcome back to Analyst Journaling. I have taken my wax paper today and I will try to do some kind of glassine bags. I love this sound and I thought we could try and do something beautiful to put in the journals. I like this feeling that you can see through it and hide beautiful things behind it, and then also have a pocket to put something in front of it. So that's my goal for today. Decorate them, of course, a bit and kind of glue them together. So I have just cut pieces like this, different sizes, and we will try to put them together and make some nice bags. So let's start by put them together like this, and I will just take a clip to hold it together. This is a bit slippery, so it can slide. So when I do this, I usually kind of hold it together like this, so the paper won't be crooked when I cut and make the folding for the side glue. So then I'm taking my ruler and decide where I want the fold. Do like this and just dry my bowl folder along the edge. Doing the same on the other side, just eyeballing the width of it. Like that. Then I'm taking my scissors and doing a cut like this on the corners. So then we have a beginning. Then I'm folding this one back so we can glue these together. So when we then have the bag, it would look like this. But I want to have the one side, the backer side, a bit longer, so I'm going to cut the front piece so we can see it a bit better. So I think I will use my scissors that has a bit of a pattern and see if that can work. I'm not so sure. This is for children's craft, so I'm just going to see if I think it will work. So let's try. I actually think I want to do a line. When it's transparent, it's harder to see. I want to have the back piece nice to see, so I'm just doing like this so I can cut along the edge. Hopefully that didn't go too well. Nope, we need to have another scissor. Let's try with this one, if that can work better. just so that we have a decorative backer edge. Then I'm going to do the same on the front, taking this a bit lower. And do the same. That was not straight. See if I manage to cut it straight. I think so. So then we need to cut these once again. Kind of like so. And then I want to just trim the edges a bit so they are a bit rounded. And the bag would look like this. So let's glue this together. I'm just dabbing. I think I might take off a little bit of this. Don't need so much. It was a little bit wide, that one. Then let's fold them and see if we can glue this together without ruining anything. Then I'm going to sew around these, so I'm sure that they will hold. But I will do the rest of them and in the same way, so you don't need to see me do all of them. And then I will be back and we can do the next step. They are now glued together, each and every one of them. And to get a beautiful picture, even if you don't have anything in them, I'm going to back them with beautiful papers. So then even if the bag is empty, or the pocket, you can still have something beautiful to look at. So I have decided to use this blue one on this. So I'm doing the same on this one, but I'm putting glue on this, the right side, that side we're going to see. And this glue will glue will dry transparent, so we won't see it. Just doing a few dots. And then gluing the bag on top of it. Then it gives the bag some strength when we sew it later on, and we have this beautiful background to look at. So that was number one. Then I did another one. I drive it through my embossing machine. So this is embossed, and I'm not sure if it isn't as strong as the other one, but it works, and it turned out quite fun. So I will use it. This one will get an old ad from an original magazine from the 40s. So I'm doing the same. Gluing on that side I want to be seen. And putting the bag on top of it. The next one is a prayer card. And this is printed on laser, so it's my black and white laser. So I will just give it some color so it's not so totally white. If you want to, you can use your watercolors and make your own colors on it. That was my first thought when I printed these out black and white. So as I don't have a color laser, I thought if I printed them out like this, I could color them in whatever color I would like. So I will try that another time. I have printed out a few more, so we can try to make them in the color we would like to, if they are for a journal that maybe needs to have a special color theme. As a little tip for you. You can get them in black and white on a ordinary printer too, but as I wanted to maybe color them, I tried to use my laser printer. So I'm thinking this one is embossed. Maybe have a script that are a little bigger. I think that will work. See how I eyeballed this? A little bit too big. It was probably the glassine bag that wasn't straight. Don't see so much, but it at least gives it some extra strength when I sew it. So time for the sewing machine, and I will be back in a second. I'm back, and these are now sewn, and I forgot to show you one that was covered with some of the other ones. This was a napkin that I just glue and sewed on top of this glassine bag. So let's do a few decorations on them. I still want them to be a bit more decorated than the background. So I have pulled out some things in my stash and see if we can maybe do some findings we could use. These were already made. Some small pieces of decorations. Then I have these ones. Maybe put something on. Okay, let's start with one and see what we can accomplish. This is cute with some roses on it, going with that color. Maybe put it in this corner. Now you can see a little bit of pink going with that pink. And cute with the rusty needle on it. One maybe need a little bit of color. Embossed music paper and just some scraps and a little dangle. Not sure about this needle. I think that will need to go. You can still use this little decoration. I'm afraid that this will break the wax paper if we put it up and down in the pocket. More scraps. This is actually the Eiffel Tower, and here we have Paris Lille. Could we maybe, make this dangle down some way so we can still use the, if we put that on the paper instead. I think we need to try. It was so perfect with Paris and glue down this little seam binding so it will stay in place a bit better. Then I will just take a piece of textile and put that on the back of the needle. Then we will be sure that it won't hurt the glassine or the wax paper. I might want that on the old one instead, with the really old ads. So cute. So cute, so cute. That was a little bit maybe too brown. Here we have something with blue on it. A little rose and some I think we will go with this. It's already made. Looks like we might need to do some more of these small clusters. Love to work and make details with these small ones. I want one with a flower on. Let's see if we can find the piece that works. Field specimen and some green, and to this green background, and then maybe these flowers. Sometimes you find things easy, they just come to you and you can just glue it down. Some days you need to search and search and you won't find it anyway. That little special feeling that you want. I think this is the back. So I'm just putting glue on the embroidered flowers and leave the other to move around. Just put it down a little bit so it won't get stuck in something else. So let's take a closer look. Really like this one. This was so cute, and I love this blue greenish color. This one too. Some favorites. And the one with the flower. The roses. The little rusty needle. I'm making more rusty things at the moment, so in a few days I will have a lot of safety pins, needles and paper clips that are rusty again. I was almost running out, so I felt I needed to make some more. So now they're outside in the snow and getting its rust. So I think that will be it for today. We will do some inserts for these later on, so we have something nice to put in them in our journal. Hope you got some ideas on how to use your wax paper. This is packed in the United States, so it probably will be easy for you to find it if you haven't already heard about it. Cut-Right Reynolds. And I guess it's a kind of something for the kitchen. Microwave safe. No scrub and cleaning up. So thank you so much for watching and keeping me company. I really appreciate all your comments and your kind words that I'm receiving all the time. You are so kind, all of you. So I will be back until next time. Bye bye from Sweden.